Hey, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're enjoying all the content on this here YouTube. I am continuing to read from my journal. We are in May of 08 and it's the 21st. So the first days of being 30 went well. I even did ab work, but day 5 and 6 are kind of lagging. I wouldn't call it a binge, just I haven't been eating as light as I would like to. But oh well, I doubt I've gained weight. The fans learning the dance, surprisingly most of them were on board. So come Chris and Summer's reception, we should have it down. I'm going down to Indy on Friday. Brooke and Amy are treating me to dinner for my 30th. So that should be a quick little trip. Come September, I'm moving up to Fort Wayne. Hopefully that'll last not quite a year and I'll be able to get married to Mark W. Still, geez, who the heck am I kidding? I'm kidding myself, that's who. I don't care if Mr. Wright's out there so long as I feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. I think I'll head up the Daniel Bible study in the fall. One of my new roommates and another at Mom's house, for crying out loud, with my new roommates and another at Mom's house. I thought that Daniel Bible study was so innovative and genius that I wanted to do it several times. Somebody's mowing outside, do you hear that? Anyway, but I didn't. I always have ideas. We'll see. Maybe during the summer I can start cleaning the Smith's cottage and stay over sometimes. I may also clean another house in Decatur come June. I ordered a new dress from Victoria's Secret. It should be good for Claire's wedding. I didn't want to wear my other Victoria one because I didn't want comments from Shauna. Yes, unfortunately, she's been on my nerves again. I don't know what my deal is, but I understand why I'm not married, because I just get annoyed, etc. And lose my brain. But still, at the same time, I want to date and marry you know who. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening until I can forget about him. And then, of course, that's when God will move, if he's even going to move. What can I do? Watch TV? I'm good at that. May 26th. Oh, today's May 25th. Anyway. I'm a little down right now. Oh, big surprise. My gut is jetting out. I didn't exercise yesterday or today. Yesterday would have been the perfect opportunity to talk to Mark MW. I went to the frickin' church picnic for Pete's sake, but no, the doof wasn't there, so instead I was stuck with Shauna. Arg. I'm a brat. Why? I'm so sure, God. Why will you just let me go for him? So I was bored and I was browsing MySpace, came across some decent looking guys. The one from Bern responded, but he's a no, a shrimp. And the one from Decatur, the one I really dig, didn't respond, of course. MySpace, good old MySpace. This was 08, guys. Remember that. I don't care if he's not that solid of a Christian. I'm sick of my circumstances. So here I am regretting ever agreeing to move with Sarah and stupid Cheryl. I don't want to, nor do I want to stay here. I went out of this life. I emailed Oprah in hopes that Nate would come furnish the house, but Lord knows that's not going to happen. Why do I even bother? Nothing goes my way lately. I guess I'm just way off God's path, blah, blah, blah. I'll just pretend things are fine. No one needs to know how I wish death, and I don't need to bring them down with my crappy attitude. I'm not supposed to cave to this. I'm 30 now. I could just punch my own face in. This is not where I want to be, and if I can't be where I want to be, then I don't want to even be. Oh, but where does God want you? How the crap should I know? But if this is it, then count me out. Setting up. I don't know what I'm doing. It kind of seems like obvious that I was going to eventually ditch Christianity. It seems to be pointing that way. May 27. Man, the first half of this year flew by. I remember last year about this time I was so glad I made it that long without junk. Now it's second nature. I'm still off normal peanut butter. Today I fell off the wagon and I had a binge. Oh well, come June 1st, the hammer will crush through and drop farther. I need to run more in the mornings. I got Clint taking up the basement in the early mornings, and Mom for some reason thinks she can use my DVD too in the morning. But no, she isn't going to cut into my time, so I guess I need to be more flexible. I guess this is as good as a reason to run in the AMs. Tomorrow is supposed to be nice, so I'll set my alarm and just do it. Do it! I've been running in the mornings now, these days. Like I said, I'm working on getting fit. I did find a lump in my breast, but hopefully it's not cancer. Anyway, so maybe I'm not so healthy. We'll see. Mom really gets on my nerves. Life is getting on my nerves. My nerves are easily climbed onto. My eyes looked horrible this morning from the tears last night. I need to fix things. May 31st. The last day of May is today. I weighed myself yesterday and I weighed 141 on Mom's scale, which is suspect anyway, so I'm not going by it. I house sat last night and I went to buy ice cream. I was going to do... What? I was going to... I don't know, but had a larger lunch and didn't want a large supper, so I got some ice cream. Oh my word. $3 thanks to the guy behind me with the Kroger card. I don't like Kroger. They have their dumb Kroger cards. Just price it cheap, would ya? I guess it goes towards gas. You get points towards gas. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. It was probably a quarter to, but I ate it all gone. So needless to say, I've decided to go on an ice cream fast. This whole past week I've been eating it, and it's really the only junk I eat. So for the next 1 to 3 weeks I'm fasting it, and I'm going to pray for Kyle and Brandy, etc. The living situation to come, my future, Mark W., good weather for the wedding, Susie and her team, all kinds of stuff that needs prayer. So there. Yeah, Kyle and Brandy divorced. Anyway, June 3rd. So much for not caving to depression and binging as a 30-year-old. Same old junk. What is the matter with me? Rachel, maybe it's your diet. Maybe you need to become a whole food, plant-based vegan, and that will help your brain. I should have went to Grant's graduation party, but why? Just to be the only loser Ashland kid there because I have nothing else to do? I suppose I should look at it as being the only one who cares enough to make an effort. Grant's such a good kid. He's got everything going for him. I had nothing going for me, and I still don't. There's one goal I've wanted to accomplish since I was 11, and that was suicide. That's one I could do. I can't freaking control who I marry, what I want to do, because I don't want to do anything. I have to be the biggest waste of God's time ever. I do nothing for him, and I don't have the courage to. I'm useless still. A 30-year-old useless human being. Now I get to move up to Fort Wayne and continue to be useless, but spend money on rent and be miserably bored? It wasn't that bad living in Fort Wayne with Sarah and Natalie and Heather, I think were their names. Yeah, my sister Sarah. June 5th. It's 9:11 p.m. Roasting hot and broad daylight outside, so I'm going to write about my stupid day. Rachel, cheer up! Okay, so I was going to get up and do plyo with weights on my wrist, but stupid Tom is here and was literally cramping my style. Instead, I ate breakfast and watched morning TV. Then I changed clothes and fixed my hair, dicked around, watched Regis and Kelly a bit, and cruised on into Decatur. Cleaned, etc., got the job done, went to tan, all the while roasting hot. It was hot and humid today, gotta love it. I do like when it's hot and humid. It's hot right now in here, and this house doesn't have air conditioner. Great. It goes from clammy to hot, like that. Took Kaylin on a dirt bike ride, got Shay out of her crib, then they both watched Dora the air conditioner wasn't working correctly, so I climbed up and opened vents. Still didn't completely fix it, but it helped. Tyson came and got his sweet, sweaty kids. Then I basically spent the rest of the day in front of the TV or computer. Yes, my life's a whole bowl of fun. On the plus side, I managed not to binge today or yesterday, so here I sit. And tomorrow is another fun-filled day full of useless boredom. Blah. I joined stupid Eharmony, the useless scene can never find me any matches. Besides, they're all dumb anyway. I'll probably cancel it if it doesn't bring me anything good in the next couple of days, or at least some new matches. Sheesh, I really don't want that to be my love story unless somehow it corrects. Unless somehow it connects me to Mark W. Man, I can't wait till I get off this Mark W thing. I think it happens when I start hanging out with, what's her name? Amy Ewers. Or maybe I'll miraculously become Gelman's assistant. Yeah, I emailed the show, found out today he's a hiring. That's an even more bigger long shot than any of my other crackpot ideas I've cooked up in my stupid head. Sheesh again. Well, I'm going to try and sleep, but we'll probably just end up being not able to and lay here. Blah and sheesh. This was kind of a downer. June 12th. Forget that. I never heard from Gelman. You did not have the qualifications to be Gelman's assistant, the guy on Regis and Kelly, Michael Gelman. Who the crap do I think I am? Oh well, I'm hardly working this summer and it's doing a number on my mind. I think I'll call Rhonda and start cleaning for her again. I took the girls to the pool today and Lauren and Allie were there, so they helped out. It was fun enough. I'm sticking with Eharmony. It'll give me something to do during the summer, even though I'm 100% confident it won't lead to marriage unless Mark is miraculously matched up to me. I'm so dumb and psycho. Oh well, Susan's on her way home. The alcohol known as gin is gross. I mixed it with Clint's juice and I almost dumped it, but didn't want to waste it, so I drank it. This was last night. I need to stay out of Dad's liquor. That's when it started, my drinking problem.
It was at that moment that I first realized Elaine had doubts about our relationship. And that, as much as anything else, led to my drinking problem. We did come back to the States, tried a number of jobs. Well,
oh, did I already do that joke? Probably. I hope Suze doesn't get on standby, because then I'd have to get her, and Sarah, of course, will come because she has to work. Maybe Dad or Mom will go if I have to. And if I have to, I have a can of Monster left. That'll get me through it, I'm sure. Ew, those Monster energy drinks back. June 18th. Sarah texted me and said Cheryl isn't moving in and that her friend Heather is, which is what she wanted. And so did I. I figured it would work out how it's supposed to, and this seemed to be ideal. Mom tells me that there's some furniture up for sale for $300. If this is true, or she messed up her info, that'd be good too. So all I need to do now is sign up for classes and maybe buy a road bike. It looks like school is the direction I'm headed, but Mark Burrell still sits in the back of my mind. I've been on Eharmony now, and the matches have been flowing, but none of them compare to what I view as a perfect match like Mark. I've been in open communication with a goatee dude named John from North Carolina. Oh, this is a fun little story. Ew, I don't know if I wrote about it. I don't know if I wrote it down. He gave me his number and I'm supposed to call him, but I don't see the point. FYI, there's a lot of shrimpy guys out there. I closed them immediately out. Because I can't stand to be taller. Besides, I still don't want Eharmony to be my love story. Is that a crime? Looks like we'll be going to New York next weekend. Me, Rose, Sarah, and maybe Natalie. We've got 2 tickets to Regis and Kelly, which should be a blast. Hopefully, me and Rose can for sure go, and Sarah, and then can get in on standby, or maybe they can go to the Today Show. Hopefully we'll see famous people and have an excellent time. Chris and Summer are getting married this weekend. The forecast says rain, but we all know if it won't. We all know it won't, right, Dad? Yesterday Eve, I had another suicidal break and binge. The binge is usually caused by Beck for some reason, probably because I'm bored and a bit stressed. I don't know. And the suicidal break usually follows the binge. I'll get to the nitty-gritty bottom of this somehow. June 24th. This is redunculous. Another Tuesday binge. I haven't felt this bad in a long, long, long time. Today I had peanut butter and a cream cheese roll. Are you kidding? No, I'm not, but I realize I am not missing out on anything by banning such things. So, come the official half-year mark, July, which the first day of July is a Tuesday, it will once again be on. I don't know. I was in a suit at Beck's today and I felt large and thick and thought, what the crap is the point? Thus, the eating began and continued full throttle once I got home. I also decided I want to buy some nice stuff for Vince and Tamara's house when we move in, couches and tables, TV, etc. I thought I might as well spend some money because I don't want to live in junk. So the good thing from this binge is, once again, I know I'm not missing out on anything. Hallelujah. Yeah, I still have the end tables I bought when I moved in to Vincent Tamara's house. The couches were dumb. I mean, they were different, but pardon me, it's hot. July 10th, backlogged. Did I mention that New York was a huge success? Oh, I will include some pictures. I was on the Today Show in the background, but still, and we went to Regis and Kelly, and Sarah won the prize. Why do I feel like I wrote this already? I don't know.
Between 1 and 48.
1 and 140.
1 and 100.
Okay, my Aunt Julia. I have been picking for her since I started playing. Now she's going to be 107. So I'm going to pick 107.
I don't know. Anyway, I've been eating peanut butter and overeating on ice cream. Big surprise. But tomorrow, peanut butter goes out the window. Bryn wanted me to befriend a Kayla Sturry, so I did. And now I'm thinking I may try and fix her up with Clint. Oh, yeah. Hopefully she'll hang out Saturday so I can get to know her, size her up a bit, then set her up with Clint. She's cute, and if she's friends with Bryn, she's got to be cool. Anyway, that's my next mission as I fulfill my role as matchmaker. If only I could fix myself up with Mark Roro. I plan to stay over with Sarah Saturday, then go to Pathway, and once again, I am on a never-ending mission to talk to Mr. Mark. Why does it have to be so difficult? Surely the Lord doesn't want me to be with him. Surely the Lord doesn't not want me to be with him this badly. What about the obvious signs pointing to this man? Were they just mere coincidences? I suppose it could be there were some major coincidences with Mr. Tab, and Lord knows I'm glad not to be with that fembot. Eharmony's not doing anything for me. All the matches are too stinking far away. Son of a gun. July 22nd. My plans on this page failed. Oh, stinking well. Oh, July 5th. Well, that's what the backlog meant. I must have skipped a page. So much for my half-year revolution. I've binged twice already, but I did give up Gano, so there. At any rate, today was a tough day. I cleaned it yesterday, so I didn't feel like it today. I woke up and had breakfast, cereal, and V8. Then I sat and watched NXT Forever. Oh, that funny show. Then I decided to eat. Clint was tinkering in the basement, so I didn't want to exercise, so I dicked around. Finally, I fixed myself up and went to Walmart. Bought the ingredients for dirt pudding, came home and made it. By then, Clint was done, so I went and did 45 rows. A lot of good it did because I just ate more ice cream and a large bowl of cinnamon toast crunch. Tomorrow I'll get up and run, then come Monday start anew. I just can't eat perfectly. However, I weighed myself Friday and weighed 144 or 45-ish. So, I still have to rid myself of the chub. Shauna's having a going away party. She says, small crowd, so I invited Clint, Skip, and Rose, and hopefully Tyler and Jen and Jarvis and Brian and Byron will come. I don't know who's on her list, but I did my part. She invites me and says it wouldn't be the same without me, then tells me to invite others. I could be camping at Gordon's with Vincent Tan, Vic, and Knob, Byron, etc., but no, I have to be back for this small crowd cookout. Oh, I remember that. Wasn't that fun? And here I sit all alone on a Saturday evening. Why am I so boring? I'm all alone again and it's Saturday evening. I am boring. I always wanted to play a role in Shauna finding a husband, and it looks like I have with Craig. How did I do that? Did I have something to do with that? Now, if only God would get my love story rolling. I don't think it involves Eharmony. Do you like Kaylin's handiwork? No, Kaylin, man, they were over at the house a lot, seems like. But, oh well, they're cute. July 21st. Well, the week at the Smiths Lake House was fun, but I think I stressed a little too much, and that escalated the moment Drama Queen arrived. That's Tamara. But I won't get into that. If they offer it next year, I suppose I'll do it again, but hopefully we'll have access to a boat. I've talked to this North Carolina guy named John Allen. He seems cool, a bit of a fixer-upper, and he offered to fly me there, but then what kind of pressure would that put on me? He owns a tree nursery, which I really don't know what that entails. Anyway, I called him and was glad I got his voicemail because I'm just not sure about this. If only God would have opened the Mark W. door, then I wouldn't be on this stupid Eharmony. There's another guy from Indy who's a bit better looking, but who knows? It's been entertaining, and I get a trip to North Carolina out of the deal. Fantastic, as long as I can trust the doof. That was an interesting trip. I wonder if I talk about it. So today I exercised for 25 minutes, then went to the Smiths, hung out with Isaac and Hannah, and took care of the laundry. Then I came home around 7:30, decided to go for a run. Haven't ran in the evening for a long time. I ran 3 miles in a little over 25 minutes. I had a stomach full of ice cream, and it was ever so hot. I wonder if I do talk about it. Oh, I'm okay. We're moving on to John Allen. He was gross. But he was a gentleman, but I probably do tell about it. July 22nd. I'm going to finish July and we're going to wrap it up. Okay, so John got a hold of me last night and we talked for an hour and a half. Big deal. Mostly small, stupid talk. He seems to be set on flying me to North Carolina, so I'll probably go if it flies. But I won't be surprised or disappointed if it all falls through. I mean, that'd probably be for the best, because I know after I leave, I will for sure not be interested. I flew to North Carolina. I don't even think I told anybody what I was doing. Just go North Carolina, meet a perfect stranger from the internet. Oh, geez. Real safe. I mean, I survived, obviously. Oh, I mean, come on, he's such a fixer-upper, and I don't want to be one of those girls that overhaul a guy's appearance just so I find him attractive. As far as I know, he's going bald. He's wearing a hat in all his pictures. He's got gray in his dumb goatee. I don't like goatees. Which that thing will have to go. And his fitness level is questionable. Plus, I don't know how spiritual the guy is. I know he likes trees and goes to church, but at any rate, I'm sure if I end up going, I'll make sure to have fun and make sure he has fun. That way, when I cut ties, he'll be all the more heartbroken. Sarcasm. Man, I'm rotten. July 26th. So the John Allen bought my flight to North Carolina. Ugh. I'm afraid if I go, it'll be awkward because I won't be the least bit attracted to him. So I decided to spill my beans to Mama Sue. Oh, I guess I did tell Mom. All about John and Mark. I even showed her the online footage we did. We decided to ask God for a sign. So tomorrow I'm going to Pathway in hopes of getting my sign once and for all. Then I can call John and cancel on him and explain my whole mess. I don't think I got a sign, or maybe I did. After the lakes, I was riding home with the parents and was totally stressed out crying. Mom was mad, I was mad, and she was saying a bunch of crap, and she said something like, well, go ahead, go out to New Zealand or North Carolina. What? I thought, how the crap does she know about that? So I texted Sarah. She didn't say anything to anyone, so I figured Dad must have saw it on the cell bill and told her or something. Turns out she had no idea about anything and didn't even remember saying North Carolina. I could take it as a sign, but we came to the conclusion that it was Satan using anger and frustration to throw me off track. Who knows? I'll know tomorrow. My biggest fear is that tomorrow, once again, nothing will happen, and I have been wrong this entire time about Mark Worrell. But God has bound Satan's hands, and he cannot screw anything up, and I will get my clear as day, obvious as the sun sign. That'll tell me Mark is for me, and I just need to be patient. But if for some stupid reason I don't get it and I'm way off base, I guess I'll go to stupid North Carolina. Cancel my dentist appointment when I really want to get my crown replaced. Arg, well, tomorrow I will know, in Jesus' name. Well, balls, no dice, son of a gun. Looks like I'll be going to North Carolina and meeting this John Allen. Boo! Boo is what I say to that. Oh well, it can be an adventure, I suppose. Unless I get out of it somehow, I really need to put this whole Mark W. thing to rest, as well as the whole idea of getting married. I don't want to get married and move away, aka North Carolina, and get my allergies all in a terrible tizzy with all those trees. So I went to a Dana worship and we sang for about an hour and a half. It's a long time. It didn't seem that long, but it was. I called John, got his voicemail, and left a message. He called me right back and said he'd call me later. Boo. Again, I say boo. Boo to this whole thing. Boo the Eharmony. Boo moving to Fort Wayne. Boo to school. Boo, boo, boo to life. Despite all the boos, I really shouldn't complain. I mean, just because I've yet to meet the man of my dreams and start to date him this year has been exciting. I went to New Zealand, I skydived, went to Florida, sunbathed, etc., went to New York, was on TV, stayed at a lake house with the family, and now maybe on my way to North Carolina. Plus, I managed to stay at or around 145. My hair looks alright. My hair look alright. And just because Eric is beating me to the altar, because he got his girl up the duff, that means pregnant. I think that's a New Zealand phrase, right? Doesn't mean my life is cheap and worthless and boring. Oh, and Eric he got divorced. But he's remarried. I mean, heck, I practically get paid to go to school. Sheesh, what am I complaining about? I should be flogged for the ridiculous self-pity I let into my head. Lord, forgive me and help me to count my blessings. Okay, we're going to stop after July 29th. So hopefully this weekend won't be too awkward. I think I'm going to try and catch an earlier flight on Sunday, and maybe my new friend from Indy can pick me up, since Brooke never answers her phone and probably has to work. Shauna's going out of town. Amy has to work. I thought about catching a flight on Saturday then. Then Beck and Tyson could pick me up. But the layovers are ridiculous. I suppose tomorrow I'll email the India guy, give him my number, and see what he has going on. But what kind of player am I, having one dude from Eharmony pick me up at the airport right after visiting another dude? Well, this is what I've become since God won't let me date and marry Mark Worrell. Who cares anyway? So tomorrow I have to pack, iron out some IPFW crap. Then on Thursday, cruise up to the Smiths, clean, zip back home, get ready, then prepare to meet Mr. John Allen, the tree guy. conversation will have to be 100 times better in person than it has been on the phone. I still can't believe I did that. Desperado. Oh, I've been on a lot of dates. Some more fun than others, all fairly disappointing. It couldn't be worse, or could it? So hopefully this is how my weekend will play out. Fly to North Carolina, stay over, get up and sightsee a bit, then cruise over to the beach, spend Saturday there, go out that night, stay over, then drive back to the airport Sunday, catch an earlier flight, then meet Dwayne at the Indy airport. Dwayne! We'll see. Maybe Brooke will be able to get me. So, here's a little asterisk. So I'm reading Matthew chapter 27 and come across this little bit of warning. Many of the plans we set into motion cannot be reversed. It's best to think of potential consequences before we launch into an action we may later regret. It's referring to Judas regretting his betrayal, but it made me think about this whole North Carolina thing. I pray I won't regret it and that nothing bad will happen to me or John Boy. Nothing bad happened. It was, he was heavier than his pictures, hanging on to little bits of hair, and I had a drink, and I just told him. Anyway, we'll see if that goes. All right, so that's that. We're going to continue next time. Stay tuned. Bye.